Oh, my friends online. They're so comical. Welcome back, everybody, to the Big Daddy Blaze Show. Today, I am not doing the regular video. I'm doing something else. I decided to do something that I think might help a lot of people. Okay, it's not a big thing, but I think you should know about this. I'm a handyman by trade. I am mastered at a lot of skill. Well, not mastered, but I'm pretty good at a lot of traits out there. Electrical, drywall, painting, and nobody taught me anything. I learned everything by myself. What tools I need, or how to do things, what I need to study. Um, it was great, but the interesting thing is when I talk to other people, they tell me that yeah, those things are basic. Everybody should know that. But I never knew because I never had somebody to teach me. So like I said, I taught myself by going to school, reading, experience on the job, training, things like that. But let me prevent that happening to you. Let me give you some information that might help you. And I do recommend this to everybody, especially head of household. Get yourself some basic tools because you will never know when you might need to do something, fix something, or anything like that. You don't even have to be a professional at this. You just have to, have the tools. And if, for instance, something you need to think about, most mechanical work, most people can do. It's not hard to figure out how to work on a car. Some things. But a lot of the problem is we don't have the tools, and that's the thing. If you have the tools, it's easier to do tasks than if you don't have them. If you don't have a tool, and it's something simple like a garbage disposal, I'm going to charge you 80 bucks to do something that you could do if you had the tools. So think about that, all right? Let's start with basic things we need. A tool bag. It could be a hard metal one, a soft. I prefer the soft ones because I walk around a lot. But yeah, get a tool bag, and that's always where you have it. Okay, then you always know where your tools is, and you don't lose them, and things like that. All right. What else? Simple, basic things you will need for your household. And I'm gonna tell you because I use them all the time in my jobs. Start here. A pen. A pen? Yes, you'd be surprised how often you need a pencil or a pen to make a mark or a little indentation somewhere. So get yourself a good pen. That broke. A Sharpie. Like I said, when you want to make marks, a Sharpie is a good thing, especially on wood. If you are going to make a mark on wood, this little sucker, you'll never miss it. And this little tool, this is an interesting little tool. It's actually a flathead screwdriver and a Phillips screwdriver, a mini one. You probably won't use it a lot, but it does come in handy, especially if you like wear glasses and they break. These little things can fix them right up, and you don't even have to go to 7-Eleven and buy that little kit. So yeah, these little basic tools seem simple enough, but people need them. What else? Gentlemen and ladies, understand the difference between the screwdrivers. There's a flathead that's like this, alright? They come in different sizes. These are big ones. They're pretty nice too. Like this, I can use it as a chisel. But yeah, these are the flathead ones. Now, the other one, which is the more common one, is the Phillips. Let me put this up closer to the camera. That's the Phillips head. And you'd be surprised, people, how many out there do not know the difference between a Phillips head and a flathead. So hopefully that helps. This interesting tool I like. It's a 6-way, and all the parts are missing because, when you work, everybody wants to borrow your tools, and eventually you ain't getting them back. So, anyway, it has 6 features. It falls apart. You can use it to stick out certain nuts. Then it comes with this is the big one, the big Phillips head, and on the other side it should come with. Actually, this one comes with the big and small on the same side. And if I had the other piece, I would have the big and small flathead piece for this. Pretty good tool to have and really handy, especially if you don't want to carry around a large amount of things. This takes away a few tools from your tool belt. Speaking of tool belt, if you're going to be walking around and working and stuff, if you're going to have this at home, you don't need a tool belt. But if you do a lot of walking or trying to get in the construction field or the technician field or something, tool bag, pretty good and handy. Less thing, you don't have to carry around the whole bag. You can just carry around the more important things you need. It comes in very handy. Alright. What else can I tell you guys about? Oh, this is an easy one. a hammer. There's not just one kind of hammer, people. There are different kinds of hammers depending on what kind of job you want to do, right? Some of them are good. I mean, most of them are good, but you know, I don't like using the wooden ones because they break. But they have they do have their advantages, especially when you're working on wood, all right? Another good hammer-like item I use is this rubber mallet. I use a rubber mallet when I want to hit something really hard without breaking or vibrating my hand. For instance, if you're gonna put wood outside, if you're doing gardening stuff and you want to stick a piece of metal in the ground in order for something not to move, ploop, ploop, ploop. Best thing, you don't hurt yourself, makes it so much easier, less vibration. Rubber mallet. A caulk gun. Excuse the name, people. But this is a great tool to have, especially when you're working in your bathrooms or with wood. You know, you can put... This one's being a little difficult with me. And you can tell it's old. But anyway, this piece comes out. You squeeze this once it's in there to push whatever substance you want to come out. You can get caulking. Caulking comes in different kinds. You know, clear, fast hardening, regular kind, waterproof, latex. There's so many kinds. If you have any questions about caulking, definitely go to your hardware store and ask the people that work there. They have plenty of advice and good tips for you, right? But this is what you need in order to do that. Also, if you want to glue things together, you can put the glue in here. There's something called liquid nail out there that looks like caulking, but it's not. It's glue. It's an adhesive. And it's really good to use. I personally use it in a lot of things. A lot. So that's why my house is not falling apart. Measuring tape. Not really a big deal, but it's good to have. Now, you might laugh at this because this goes like the pen, but having a good pair of scissors in your tool bag does come in handy. I have cut things that didn't need a blade or anything, just needed a quick snap a lot of times. Adjustable wrench. Really good tool, especially if you're going to work on your car. This comes in very handy. A leveler. It's a little leveler, it's so cheap, but it does so much wonders. And particularly for those who like to hook up TVs onto the wall-mounted TVs, please buy one of these if you're going to do that, because I don't want to see my show like this. Alright? C-clamp. This is a C-clamp. I actually don't remember how this got in my tool bag, but it is mine. It was given to me, not stolen, trust me. And personally, I have never used it. I have never. But one time I did have a licensed plumber that asked me if it can use this. So I guess this is a plumbing tool more than anything. But I have, like I said again, I have never used it. So I don't think this is one that you really need. But if you get one, why not keep it? You know what I mean? This, believe it or not, is a saw, minus the teeth. This particular one, though, it's good for pipes, metal pipes and plastic pipes. PVC, you know what I mean? These things, once you have the teeth in, it's great. It cuts right through, and, you know, once you cut through, it's done. It's great. I like it. And it's real cheap, too. Especially if you wear out the teeth, you just throw those away, get a new set. You got brand new teeth cut right through. Oh, and it's like this, too, people. It's not broken. It is like this. Electrical tape. Why? Because you might have to tape something up. Not only that, but also if you ever, and please guys, please, if you're ever going to work on anything electrical in your home, turn off the power. Just turn it off, alright? I don't care how professional and experienced you are, don't mess with live wires. You might hurt yourself, and trust me, you don't want to go through that. Have a twitch forever. But electrical tape is good to have, especially when you're working on electrical things. This is plumbing tape. Plumbing tape. Thread. Plumbing thread. If you ever hook up anything to to a pipe, like a shower head, or connecting two pipes together, anything with running water, you want to put this on. It gives it a stronger hold when they're together, and less likely something will leak. So for all people who want to mess with plumbing work, you need this. This little item, I actually don't know the name to, but it's a very good item to have, especially if you're working in plumbing work. When you cut pipes, sometimes the metal bends and stays inside. If you connect that and water's running through it, that water could corrode those little chips in there. If those chips fall loose, they can go through the water system, into your sink, into your mouth. And best believe you're going to have a lot of iron in your system. And that's not good. So make sure if anybody's ever cutting pipes and connecting new things, you clean it out. Alright, you just stick it in the pipe, clean it out, and then wipe it out. A flashlight. How often do you have to go in an area to fix something that doesn't have any light? Definitely get a flashlight. I got a hand one, and my favorite one is this head one. It comes with 3 settings: red, light, 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 off. Good. It's a good little bit. I like it because when I'm working under a sink, under a car, in a closet, or in an attic, I need my 2 hands, right? So I just put this over the head, people, and I got magic going. Look at that. Hands free, baby. Little good thing to have. Not a necessary one, but a flashlight you do need. I don't care. Everybody should have a flashlight, even for emergency. What if there's a blackout? Think about it. Wire strippers. Not a necessary tool, but it's good to have. Especially if you guys like to mess with electronics, you know, something goes wrong in there, pop it open, maybe a wire loose or something. I actually had a friend one time that had a TV that broke. It was broken by the switch. And I had no training whatsoever, and I was mischievous. I decided to go ahead and put a new wire to her old wire, tape it up, close it up. It's very dangerous what I did. It was extremely wrong, and a fire marshal will probably have me arrested if he saw that. But it worked. I say again, I don't recommend somebody doing that, but it worked. And I needed this tool to do it. Thank you for. I'm happy I had it. Ugh, this one's being a little hard to get out, but let me see if I can. Okay, maybe I won't use one. Needle nose pliers. It comes in handy. It's not a necessary tool, but it does come in handy. So, oh, this one. I think it's called a garbage disposal wrench or something. But basically, this is a personal tool for, you know, garbage disposal only. You guys don't need this. I use it a lot, but you guys don't. Allen wrenches. Yes, you do need Allen wrenches. How many times have you gone to try to open something up or fix something only to find out that it's not it doesn't use a Phillips head or a flathead? It needs an Allen wrench. Whew. Get you one of these sets. They're really cheap and very convenient to have. And then something every house owner should have is a good drill. I particularly like these kind. I prefer not to say the name, but I like these kind. They're, you know, strong. Battery lasts a long time, and this is professional level. This is not that kind of Black & Decker stuff you buy at the cheap Walmart. You know, these are bought at the hardware store. Very strong, very powerful, lasts a long time. This thing does wonders for me. But you guys should have one. At least one drill. Maybe even a Black & Decker one. And last thing I would recommend you guys have, just for the hell of it, collect little screws. Little screws come in handy sometimes. You know, I take these screws out, and I put this new in. I'm not going to throw away those screws. I'm actually going to put them in a bag and put them away. And maybe when a day that I need a different kind of screw, I can just open the bag and use it. So this is just things that I have. These are not all my tools. I got a lot more. But this is just the basic. I want you guys to understand that you should have this in your home. You never know when you're going to need it. And with that said, I think that's the end of this video. Hopefully this was an interesting video, and hopefully you guys learned something. And if you have any questions or comments, by all means, write them down. I'm more than willing to reply to you guys, as you can see. Thanks to everybody for the support, and I'm still enjoying this, so I'm still going to make you guys more videos until you guys want me to stop. Till next time, friends.